We're now going to look at dividing by decimals with 2 digits. So if we look at this question here, we can see we've got 1.2, but we want to divide by a whole number. So we need to multiply this by 10. We move the point 1 to the right and get the number 12. Because we've multiplied this by 10, we also multiply this by 10. We move the point 1 to the right and get 408. I'm now going to set up my question so I can do the division. I put the 408 in a bus shelter. Now to help me with the question, I'm going to write out my 12 times table. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108. That's enough for the question. I've gone up to 9 times 12. Now I can start doing my division. 12 does not go into 4, so I'm going to look at how many times 12 goes into 40. The closest I can get is 36. 3 12s is 36. Now from 36 up to 40 is 4, so I've got a remainder of 4. Now I look at how many times 12 goes into 48. 12 goes into 48 exactly 4 times. So my answer now is 34, and I can write it in. If I now look at this question, I need to get this to a whole number, so I need to multiply by 100. I would get 13. I also need to multiply this number by 100, move the point twice, and I get 31.2. I'm not going to worry that this number is still a decimal. It's only the second number that I need to get to a whole number. I'm now going to set up my question so I can do the division. I put the 31.2 in a bus shelter. Now I'm going to write out my 13 times table to help me. 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, 78, 91, 104 and 117. I've gone up to 9 times 13 and that's enough. Now I can start doing the question, but the first thing I need to do is put my decimal point in the right place. Now, 13 does not go into 3, so I'm going to look how many times 13 goes into 31. The closest I can get is 26, that's twice, and from 26 up to 31 is 5, so I have a remainder of 5. 13 into 52 now goes exactly 4 times, so my answer is 2.4. Here are 2 questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go, and when you're ready to see the answers, press play. Here are the answers. If you've got these right, you can stop this clip here. If you've made any mistakes, I will just quickly go through them. So, I multiply this number by 100 and get 15. I multiply this number by 100 and get 345. I set it up in the bus shelter and I write out my 15 times table. 15 into 3 doesn't go, so I look at 15 into 34. The closest I can get is 30, that's twice, and from 30 up to 34 is 4, so that's my remainder. Now 15 into 45 goes exactly 3 times, so I'm going to put the 3, and that's my answer, 23. In this one, I need to multiply by 10, I get 21. I need to multiply this by 10, and I get 71.4. I now set up my question with the 71.4 in the bus shelter, and I write out my 21 times table to help me. 21 into 7 doesn't go. 21 into 71, the closest I can get is 63, and that's 3 times 21. From 63 up to 71 is 8, so that's my remainder. 21 into 84 goes 4 times, which I write up here. I've already got the point in the right place, so my answer is 3.4.